ladies and gents, this is Linda, FaithChick777, and today I'm coming at you with a project I have done for the Piece by Piece. Now, what this project is about is all of us on the design team decided to get together and each of us make a page, and all of our pages were going to be bound and put together into a mini album for Beverly, the owner of the Piece by Piece, because we all love her. She is super, super, super terrific. She is awesome. We love you, Beverly. So I'm going to move my sign out of the way so we can get started. Now, the things that we have done on this page layout, it is a 6 by 8 inch page. We decided to use the romance novel paper. We decided that we wanted to have some wings somewhere on our project and also our initial somewhere or our name, something of that effect. Our photo is on it, and then also a place where we can write a private note to Beverly. So, did I say romance novel? Romance novel. Here is the layout that I have done. And as you can see, it is 6 inch this way by 8 inch this way. Okay, and I'm going to kind of just bring it up close this way, and then we'll kind of go down the line so you can see just kind of what I've done. Sorry about the shine, it's because of my transparency on the bottom. Okay, so I'm trying to wonder where to start here. What I've done is, because there's so many layers and things going on, as you can see, all the paper, of course, as you can see, I've distressed all the pieces. Sewed everything, inked everything, sprayed everything down with Lindy's Stamp Gang, the scintillating silver, because I, didn't want a lot of color, just wanted shimmer. Okay, let's start down at the bottom, real easy, basic. Some of the laces I used from Beverly's shop. I used this lace here, this design, just beautiful. Comes in a variety of colors that she has available. Love this embroidered shimmery lace. And then I also used this black, I know, huh? Beautiful, this black trim. Okay, so that's down at the bottom. Got laces and or threads poking out here. Sewed that down to my page before I adhered everything down onto the chipboard. We decided to use a really thin chipboard. Okay, so let's start the very front. What you see here is a heart, obviously, and I've got it on a hinge because I wanted something, I wanted my page to open, and then show like my photo and my note to Beverly. And what I started with, the heart, I have a hinge on the page. Now the hinge started out like this, just a flat hinge I just got from the hardware store. But as you can see, it's kind of lumpy. So what I did, and let me see if I can turn it this way you can see it a little better. There, see, I had to put like a bend in the hinge to accommodate it, so when my heart was shut, it laid flat and not like this. So I put a bend in that, and it was a gold color, as you can see. So I just took black rub and buff and kind of just grungied it up. I left the gold kind of shining through, but just kind of grungied it up a little bit. So we'll start kind of on the heart. And I'm going to lift it up this way so you can see it. So what I've done is this actual quote here came from, oh my goodness gracious, a graphic 45 paper. I wanted something, some kind of quote that matched this little Tim Holtz word here, imagine. So I found this little quote from the graphic 45 paper. Imagination is the beginning of creation. And of course it goes on, but you don't see that. But I just kind of left the one line showing. Here are the wings. So there's my wings in the project. Down below the wings and the little Tim Holtz word, I've got lots of flowers and stuff interspersed in here. You can see like a little fabric rosebud hanging out here. I've got gem spray that I love to use. I took and cut out this word from the romance novel line. It says telegram by messenger, because I kind of wanted it to be like, this is my message to her, of course. And then I used a Tim Holtz pen nib here, and I just kind of glued it onto the front of the flowers. And so laying over, I love to lay like a pen nib like over like a quote, so it looks like it was written by that, Over here I've got like a light bulb. Down here, I've got one of those small little bauble gems. Over on the side here, I've got one of those small little clothespins, just ones that I picked up from, it was Michael's or Joann's, that I kind of just grunged up myself. Cut out a word from the romance novel line that says personal, because it's a telegram by a messenger, and it's personal from me. And then from that, I got these fun new, and these are by Bead Landing, I believe, from Michael's. Love these. It was like clock pieces that hung down on chain. It was like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, it was a bunch of them, bunch of these clocks in between chain. So I cut that apart, and then I put a little key on it. And I love this key because on the key it had like a little thing on the side here. And so from that, then I hung my initial L. And this is one of those Tim Holtz little things here. I don't know why my brain's not thinking today. Sorry. Anyway, so there's where my initial comes into play. I didn't want to put like my whole name or anything like that. So there is that. So when it's closed, it'll lay like this. Now, as you can see, I kind of want to point this out. I've got like layers behind from the romance novel. I've got a transparency layer right here, and this came out of this little mini album I had, and it says remember on it, so I thought that was kind of cool. And then I made sure I layered it over a piece of paper that it would show very, you know, really well. Okay, then I'm going to open it. Before I open it, I'm going to bring it out of view. You can see me grabbing this because I have my picture already inside, and I'm going to cover it up. Sorry, guys. Cover up my little picture. So when you open the heart, this is what you see on the inside. And of course, again, everything's sewn. You see the clothespin. The clothespin and everything is glued on so it doesn't come off. And then I've got like a little, this actual little, I veered a little bit. I did use a couple of sheets, not in the romance novel line, but it matches. But this is actually a little die cut tag from Pink Paisley's new Christmas line. And then my picture is done. I printed it from my computer onto canvas. So my picture's on canvas, and then I kind of fringed the edges, and then I sewed it, and then probably not going to be able, there you can see it, I shimmered it as well. So that's my picture underneath. And then I've got some crocheted lace coming down the side. Now this lace is from my stash, but I happen to know that Beverly does carry this lace in her store. So when I run out, I know where to get more. So, and I kind of just bunched it and sewed it down the line. I didn't try to be neat with my sewing because I wanted it to look really grungy. You can see it's kind of zigzag sewed and stuff like that. And then under my photo is just kind of like a small note to Beverly, and it says, what I want for you is for the sun to shine every day. So there's that part of the heart. And then when you open it onto the inside, you can see all the different layers coming from the romance novel line. This layer here. This little scallop piece comes from the same little, what's the word I want to say? All of a sudden I lost my train of thought. Anyway, it's a little die cut piece that came the same with this transparency. It came from a little mini album I took apart. That's the word I want to say. Underneath I have like romance novel paper. You know, everything's all layered underneath. You can see I sewed on the transparency. Now transparency is actually kind of hard to sew. You can see some places where the thread is pulled out and where it's all kind of, it's not neat sewing, but I like it. It's kind of knotted up here because I just think that lends to the fun and the kind of the grungy and romantic of the paper. Up here in the corner, I've got a Wild Orchid Crafts little ornate photo corner. And then I've got a large die cut from the romance novel line. I fussy cut out, and then I fussy cut out this word that says notes, and it's all dimensional. And this piece of paper here is just a little quote that comes from this line here, as well as this from Canvas Core. It's just a love paper, but it says, you know, what I want for you is for the sun to shine every day. And then this kind of just says a few things like, for your day to go just the way you planned it, for your favorite jeans to fit perfectly, for no bad hair days, etc., etc. So I thought that was really cute. And then down below, I'll have like my personal notes in here to Beverly, in which, you know, you'll see the whole thing as a whole in the mini album when it's all put together and shown to you in a different video. So anyway, there is my little project for this month. All of us did our little page layout. I can't wait to see the whole album put together, so that's going to be a treat. I can't wait to watch the video and see all our pages put together. I just hope, I told him it was going to be lumpy bumpy. I just hope it's not too lumpy bumpy. But anyway, thanks for sharing your time with me. I will have the links down below to Beverly's Etsy store, of course, and to the Piece by Piece blog. Go check it out if you haven't already. And if you have and you just feel like doing a little, you know, shopping or whatever, or just taking a gander at the blog, go right ahead. And then I'll also have a link to my blog with some close-up photos of this. So thanks for sharing your time with me, and I'll talk with you again soon. Bye.